Welcome to Let's Talk Jonesboro, and today we've got the Mayor's Youth Council leaders, the two leaders, and they are both seniors at Valley View High School. It's Lily Gaines and Coy Morris. Congratulations on the work you guys have done, and welcome to Let's Talk Jonesboro.
It's good to be here.
All right. Hey, tell us, if you would, Lily, tell why you signed up.
So I was relatively new to Jonesboro in around the 8th or 9th grade, and I wasn't really in a whole lot of clubs, and I didn't know a whole lot about how Jonesboro worked, and I really just wanted the opportunity to have a part in a city organization. So I was really excited to be able to make a difference in Jonesboro.
That's fabulous, because you know the things that adults always want to tell their kids is you've got to go out and make your own friends and make your own life. And you came to Jonesboro, you didn't grow up in Jonesboro,
right? So
you came to Jonesboro and you had to deal with all these strangers and make yourself fit in. That's fabulous. Coy, what's your story?
Well, I remember, I want to say it was around the 11th grade, end of 11th grade is when they released applications. I had reached out to LJ Bryant about wanting to be more involved in the city. He's my district city council member, so I reached out to him.
Very good.
And he actually recommended me to join the council, and so I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And it's been a good time so far. So.
All right. So you got in. You didn't know what to expect, I assume, but you knew that it was. You knew that it was going to be something about city government and learning about city government. Is this because you had aspirations for this in your future, or are you still just learning what seeing the world and learning what you want to do?
I think it is something I want to do in the future. Just seeing how friendly and how close-knit the environment is here and the kind of stuff you guys do, it looks like a really positive thing. So,
well, so now you work with Shelly Anderson and Tanya Hoddle, and you meet when?
Generally, the executive board, so me, Lily, and a few other people who are leadership on the council. We'll meet once a month, and then the council has task forces that specialize in a few things. We have planning and engineering, beautification, things like that.
Okay.
And then they generally set their own meetings, so maybe a few times a month.
So, and that's what people don't know. This is the first Mayor's Youth Council that at least that I'm aware of in Jonesboro. So Lily, that explained to us how, I guess, independent you guys are in the decisions that you make about what you want to accomplish. You don't come empty my trash bins. You don't, color things that we put on the signs for the doors. You guys are doing some important stuff.
Right. So our meetings they're really independent in the way that we all come up with ideas, and Miss Shelley, she'll sit there with us and give advice when it's needed. But other than that, it's just all of our task force members and our executive board members working together and bouncing off of each other to come up with ideas and then putting them into plans. So we really just kind of work together to make things happen.
Very good. So tell us, Coy, what's one of your plans? What are your projects that you've undertaken?
Well, right now we're really working on the transition into next year for next year's council.
Okay.
Applications open. We're planning around February, the start of it, and close maybe the end of February. So right now we're really prepping for next year. But recently we undertook some tornado relief stuff, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, and what was that?
So Parker St. Pierre, he's a leader on the council. He partnered with Nukes to feed a lot of people down in Truman the day after the tornado. So
wonderful.
It's great.
Wonderful. The public service. Lily, tell us about what one of your favorite things that you've done.
I would definitely say through city beautification. That's a task force that I am a member of. And we've got plans for different murals and gardens that we're going to do around Jonesboro. We've done some trash cleanups, and those feel really productive. I don't know, they just make me feel like I've actually really done something because I see the outcome immediately. So I really love being a part of that task force, and I can't wait to see what we can do with it. So.
Well, we have noticed a lot of improvement in the last X number of months in some of the cleanliness around town, and as far as litter goes, and that's part of that's breaking bonds and some of our streets departments, but you guys participated in it, and we also have Adult Beautification Commission that has done a lot of good stuff. So I'm glad and you guys recognize that. You weren't said, hey, here's an assignment for you guys. You said,
right.
we want to do this beautification. Tell us what other projects or little committees, however you call them, you guys have formed, and what the purpose is and how they're working.
So we do have a health and safety task force as well as diversity and inclusion. So they work together to work a vaccine clinic for both COVID and the flu. And they did that at the Hispanic Heritage.
Yeah, Hispanic Center.
Very good.
They also offered gift cards for the first so many people that came, and so that was a really successful little project that we had.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Anything else, Coy?
That was actually what I was going to say, but
no.
that was the one.
Stole your thunder?
Apparently.
Oh my.
That was one of the coolest things I think one of our members put together this year. It was Jose. He came up with that idea. So
we're really proud of that.
How many members do you have?
I think it's 48.
48 is a lot
48.
to organize, right?
Yeah, tell me about it.
But you find everybody's involved and wants to be a participant and active in it. And
right.
How do you decide on missions like that? And if somebody are some suggestions not surely somebody suggested something that didn't get taken up, right?
Right. Normally, if somebody suggests something that just kind of isn't really hitting the mark, somebody else will notice a flaw in it and be like, hey, maybe we could do it this way. And nobody really gets upset or their feeling gets hurt or anything.
Is that true?
Yeah, generally.
Why can't adults do that?
I don't know. Meetings seem pretty productive with how we just bounce off of each other and work together to make ideal projects.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So how much longer do you have? Right now we're recording. It is mid-January. How much longer do you guys have?
Until I think our term ends June. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going past
1st.
the end of the school year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. What left do we have? What can we look for coming up?
Coming up, I think one of our task forces wants to put together a bike-a-thon, so that's something to look forward to.
Okay, tell me what a bike-a-thon is.
That is a good question. I assume it'd just be like a bike race, maybe kind of like a 5K, but on a bike, and maybe to raise some money for someone.
Okay.
So our planning and engineering task force, they're working together to help decorate and brighten up our bus stops to make them more visual and more appealing to the eye. They're also wanting to make the trash cans more visual so that people start using them and kind of have an incentive to want to use them. So we're looking forward to that as well.
Very nice, very nice. So is this something you guys want to put on your resume when you get done here?
For sure.
Absolutely.
I'm very proud of being on the council.
It's been a really good experience.
That's fabulous. Do you have any aspirations? I mean, I'm sure this will make you understanding of public service and your community as you grow and hopefully come back to Jonesboro, because we like good, sharp kids that want to come back to Jonesboro and be active. But do you have political aspirations, government work aspirations?
I really do. I'm planning to major in politics and economics next fall at Hendrix College, so hopefully down the line get involved in something like that.
Very nice. Well, this would be definitely right up your alley. Lily, is it for you, or is this just part of your giving?
It was more of being involved, but I have really enjoyed getting the chance to actually understand how city government works. And especially talking to Mayor Copenhaver, you see that he's actually involved. Yes. A lot of people don't really understand how involved it all is.
Right.
So I've really enjoyed being able to experience that firsthand.
Right. There are many facets to city government, and it's almost too much to get your head around and see all the different things that go on. Is there any one memory that's going to stand out to you at this point?
A lot of memories from the Truman food drive we did. It was a lot of fun.
In response to the disaster, yeah.
Holding up signs, and she painted, or not painted, did some chalk art on the ground to get people there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That was a really good time, yeah.
That was.
You agree? Anything different?
The first time that I met Mayor Copenhaver, I'd never met him, and I came in to talk to him about some like treasury things. And I didn't understand. It made me understand how genuine of a person that he is, and like all of these plans that he actually has for Jonesboro, and it was just really something I'm not going to forget.
Very nice.
Just actually like hearing that he really cares about Jonesboro.
Absolutely.
So.
I work with him. I can tell you he does.
Yeah.
Sometimes he cares deep into the night, and I don't appreciate it as much, but Jonesboro should. Yeah. So, all right, guys. I guess the mayor would say that he's very proud of you guys, and I'm sure that's what he's told you, and very pleased with the work that you guys have done. Tell anybody who would be looking at this that didn't sign up this year, or coming into high school, or looking for any experience, why they would want to.
So a lot of people might hesitate to apply because of like a time commitment or not knowing if they'd do well, but I would absolutely take advantage of the opportunity that the Mayor's Youth Advancement Council gives you, because it's such an inviting group of people, and aside from just being able to like be involved in your community, you're also being able to experience like the diversity of all the different students that go to different schools in Jonesboro, which is something you might not get at a more like secluded school. So I would absolutely take the opportunity to apply and just be involved in your community. I've really loved it.
Wonderful. Cool.
Yeah, some people might be worried about the time commitment, but it is such a great learning experience. If you're in a leadership position, you learn to lead, you learn to work with people, you learn to do so much, and I think it's a really good way to build those skills that you need later in life and things like that. So.
Very good, very good. Well, we had Corey Morris and Lily Gaines, and they are, what are your titles on this Mayor's Council?
I am the treasurer.
Yeah, I'm chairman.
Chairman and treasurer of the Mayor's Youth Advancement Council, the inaugural class. Congratulations, and thank you guys for joining us on Let's Talk Jonesboro.
Thank you.
Thank you.